All right, this is not just a random call review from some random sales rep. I personally went from 0 to $15 million closed in high ticket sales and earning multiple seven figures in commissions, checks, in less than 3 years. And in this video, I'm breaking down one of my student sales calls in the Sales Savage Accelerator, going deep into what went wrong and how exactly a seven-figure commission closer would show up in that call to close it. So take some notes, pay close attention to everything. And you might have to stop it multiple times because there's things I'm sharing that you can apply immediately. And if you're watching this and you're like, you know what? I want the next level in sales. I want coaching. I want mentorship. And you were like, I want to make $100,000 a month and learn how to do it just like you, Patrick. Then go to savagecloser.com, apply for mentorship as always. Otherwise, take notes, apply what I share, and get after it.
Right off the bat, even though I have not even looked at your call yet, what comes up for me is that something you said caused resistance inside of him, and he did not speak to you about it. And it was unspoken words. So I want you to consider, because there's something, not that you necessarily said that caused resistance, it's what you didn't ask. Do you get that? You with me on that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because everyone trains on what you said creates sales resistance, and I agree to that to an extent. But whatever you say, you can unsay by asking and going deeper. Going deeper and saying, what's the main concern? And I'm not talking when he fucking ditched. I'm talking earlier in the call, like the first 10 minutes. Right? You to reveal something that's going on inside of him that he probably has never revealed to a single soul in his life. So that's where we're going to go with this review. I imagine we've got what, 3, 4, let me see. I've got 1, 2, 3. We got 3. So I anticipate 20, 30 minutes, something along those lines. Maybe longer, depends on where we're at. Just so you guys know, in terms of timing, how we'll go. We'll just keep rolling.
Yeah.
So let me open up the Fathom. I've got that. So before I go into that, when I share that with you, that there's something that you didn't unveil or reveal by asking specific questions that could have actually alleviated something for him that he wanted to share with you that he didn't share, so he ghosted instead and didn't tell you the truth. What comes up for you when I just share that with you? What's opening up for you from that?
No, so in general, like you're gonna see he's very shut down in like his communication.
Yeah.
So he's very shut down. And my mistake was also that when I did the call, I wasn't looking at his video camera. So I was looking at like my notes and my script, and his video was kind of covered. So that's probably one thing that I could have like read his facial expression or body language better.
Mhm.
But yeah, apart from that, yeah. So yeah, he was saying exactly what I wanted to hear. He had like 20,000 pounds saved, and he said, "Yes, that's what the money is for." And I'm like,
Mhm.
"Okay, then I just need the long card number." And then he just ditches. So
Okay.
it's not even really like there's not even really a point in the call where I know where it fell apart because he just kind of left at the end. Right? That's kind of the problem with that call as well, that I can't really pinpoint where it fell apart.
Where it fell apart. Yeah. Okay. I'll be able to do it pretty quickly. So we'll dive in. Now, there's two ways to show up here. We've got everybody in this here, right? There's two ways to show up, right? Be here now, right? One of the Savage standards, be here now, right? Versus being elsewhere. Who has distractions around them right now? Anybody? Slack on, phones on. Okay. Thank you for telling the truth. Savage code. It's truth. Yes. But put your camera. Let me hear. Talk real quick. What's the distraction? I'm just
I
genuinely
just got a
curious.
notification that one of my deals is about to close, like right
Fuck
now.
yeah. Okay, that's a good distraction.
Yeah.
Let's close that up though. Let's lock that out so you can be here now. right? I'm with you all. I'm investing my time and energy. I want to feel your presence,
Yeah.
right? Cool. So you can also practice being present. So you're present with prospects. Okay, this is the practice dojo. All right, so let's roll. Let's open this up. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. Okay, I'm just letting you know. It takes some out. I don't know. Okay, I just know because I trust my gut, and it needs to tell you something that you need to hear, so you can make a shift and you can make a change and you can make some more money this week. That is my intention, to support the fuck out of you. Okay, this is where I'm at. The interesting thing is I haven't even trained you guys on any frameworks yet. So this is really cool to actually dive in. That's why I want to do this week, to see where your current processes are, right? We all can see each other's processes and where everyone's at, and we'll see the evolution of the entire shift over time, which I'm excited about. So let's open this up. Audio. Okay, share screen. Lewis Brown. Lewis Brown. Okay. Let me just make sure the audio is sharing sound.
Time and today.
Yeah, good. Good stuff, Matthew. Good to meet you.
Say that again. You guys here? Thumbs up. You guys can hear? Okay.
Hey, man, can you hear me?
Yes, hi. Sorry about that. Time and today.
Yeah, good. Good stuff, Matthew. Good to meet you. You had a call with David already, right?
Your lighting is really good. And lighting is everything. Audio and lighting is everything. Okay. Tyler, I want you to change your lighting, your background. Look like you're in a dark hole. Okay. So I want clean lighting. Like I'm at this is my office space. I got different spaces of my co-working spot. And I literally changed my position, right, for this meeting, right? Because I want them to experience, I want you to experience this version of me, world class. World class. Like, because my prospect is world class, so I must look world class. Right? Like right now, Yimin, I'm looking at all your lights right now, man. I'm so fucking distracted. I'm just giving you feedback, okay? And what I want you to do is create an environment that's inviting, that's friendly, that's the energy, that's who you are, right? And also in a frame where they can see your head and your face and a little bit of your chest, and they can feel you and your energy, your presence. Okay. Now, this may not be your setup, Alessandro, so I'm not going to go there with you. Or is this your setup?
You're muted.
I work here, or I have another
Okay. You
setup
look
too,
like
but
you
this
look
is the
like you're in
main
a
one.
basement. You look like you're in a basement.
Just the guest room.
Yeah. Is that where you do calls?
Yeah.
Change your whole setup. I just do the green background and do green in the back, and do it so
Okay.
like your position, so your shoulders are in alignment like I am right now, so they can feel your body and your presence. Right now, I feel like
Okay.
you're detached. I don't really trust you. I'm experienced. I don't feel like trust right now. The only one I feel actual trust with, it like experiencing right now, is Jake. So I wouldn't, perception wise, my judgments about all of you right now as a prospect, I'm just looking at all of you, like I see, I am, the judgment I'm making is amateur. What I'm making up, the story is amateur right now. Dion's got he's got his background, right? I can't see what's going on. So I'm thinking, like subconsciously, can I trust what's behind there? Right? Hamza, you've got the dungeon light over there in the corner. I want to see a ring light. You guys know I got a light right here. If I showed up like that, does that change everything? Do you see me differently now? You're like, it's
Yeah.
got a little bit like, right? It just changes how you feel about me. You see that? Now, if I put this back, now what? What do you experience of me now?
A lot of
What do you
version,
experience?
for sure. More inviting.
More inviting. Yeah, that's intentional.
Mm.
Right. So Tyler, I like you, just that's your light. I love the plan over there. It means friendly, it means inviting. right? I love how it's just black right there, Jake, on your thing. And so like I can see your body. Like I can trust you because you're open body. I can see your open body. Toby, I can't see that you're open body because you got a sweatshirt on. I want you to wear something that's you can see your hands so you can do movement.
Yeah.
Alessandro, move that to the green and move your desk around. I've been in hotels where I moved the fucking desk around, even last week or 2 weeks ago. So I'm in a position that I can be experienced in a way that is going to be put myself in a position so that they experience the feeling of me, right, in a way that I want them to experience. Because if they don't buy, it's my fault. And if I can control that controllable for them to experience, to make me feel a certain way, because people buy because there's no more questions. And number two is that they feel like buying. You're already taking them away subconsciously from feeling like buying just because of the way you're presenting yourself. Okay, so what's everyone committed to changing here and shifting? Give me a commitment, Tyler. Actually, you look pretty solid, Tyler,
To look okay.
right now. Yeah. Yeah, Yemen. Is there any way you can get to a back wall and like just show the wall? Because right now you're kind of slanted up. And so I want to see, yeah. Even if you cover the fucking head with that light, like everyone experience them a little differently now, just slightly. Yeah. Now get a ring light. I'll post this in the chat. I love mine because I can carry it. Look, wherever I go, I travel a lot. Look at this shit. Right? Ooh, everywhere I go, got good lighting. Like shitty lighting, like fucking it's the dark night over here. Like good lighting, right? So anyone want the link to the light that I just shared?
Yes, please.
Yes? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been
send
through
it.
bazillion, like I spent hundreds of dollars on lights, like all the bullshit, all the good stuff. So I sent it to you. Yeah. And audio. All right, we'll get there if we get there. Tal looks sharp. Jake, Hamza, you look at two screens, man. It bugs the fuck out of me every time you do that. I never tell you.
Me?
Yes,
Yeah.
don't ever do that again. I hope you don't do the You can do it with me, like on calls,
Yeah.
whatever, one-on-one. But like,
Yeah.
do you do that with prospects
No, but well, my calls right now
or
on trial,
calls?
they're phone calls, so
Okay,
that's why.
okay. All right,
Yeah.
you got to pass on that one.
What's
Alessandro,
I
what can you? Yeah, Jake, go ahead.
was going to ask because I actually do that. I have another screen. I don't look at it
Yeah,
too much, but I do look at it when I'm booking in a call and they're on the screen with me. I mean, that at that point usually the deal's done anyway, but you reckon don't look at a screen at all?
no, hell no,
Like another
no
okay.
way.
Yeah, when
I'm
I
like a
Presence
doctor
is
though. I'm
everything.
like a doctor though. I'm like a doctor. I thought I was like, looking at another screen. I mean,
when I lead team meetings, like I'm looking
Yeah.
here and then like the numbers are like right there, like my focus is here. Is that still kind of a no-go?
Team meetings are fine. See, this is all about a controllable of you want them to experience you and not without judging you. They're going to judge you as, wow, look at his environment. I'm impressed. They'll never tell you their first 3 seconds, or they're going to judge the fuck out of you subconsciously and say, what the fuck is that? They're not telling themselves that. It's unconscious, but it's perception. And then they start getting conscious of it. Like I'm looking at the green fucking door and the calendar, and I'm looking at it the whole time. I'm not even really like looking at your face. I want to though. I
Yeah.
want to look at your face. As humans, we want to connect. So you're doing everything not to connect, which is how we win and make more sales in connection. So I can come closer and look right at the camera lens. Dude, are you done with your fucking situation? Like you want to have the flexibility to move. Okay. I'd even come a little closer, Jake. Can you come a little closer? Because I'm a little detached from you. I don't feel as connected. I feel like you're separated from me. That's that. I feel your energy. You all feel the energy now, the presence, the difference with Jake?
Yeah.
How do you experience him right now, Yemen? How do you experience Jake right now that he just got closer? What's the feeling you're getting right now? Ooh, that's a good position, Jake. What's the feeling you're getting?
Like a friend who wants to hug.
Okay.
Intentionality, he's like front and center, he's ready to go, focused and serious.
Yeah.
All business. Let's get it.
Okay. So,
Interesting.
by the way, I just shared this whole thing as I'm sharing the levels of change, right? You're now teaching in some way, coaching others of what the feedback is and what you're seeing. Now you've just hit level 5, right?
Mm.
And from an awareness standpoint, you were unaware of this. Now you're aware of it.
Mm.
Now you get to teach this to fucking people on your own sales team. You got that? You
Yeah.
spot it. You say, hey man, can I make a suggestion for you? I'm telling you, everything we apply, teach it immediately. Consciously or unconsciously, you will. I'm just seeding that in your minds right now. Toby, um, is that your setup? I'm just curious.
Yeah,
That
right
you're in?
now.
Okay.
Right now.
I love your lighting. You must have really good lighting or something going on. Yeah?
Yeah, I have like a huge window, like huge. So it's all
Yeah.
natural lighting.
Is that consistent even at nighttime as well for you?
No, no, no. At
Okay.
night,
It
I
shifts.
yeah, at 6 p.m. the 6:30 the sun goes down here every day.
Okay. And you have calls at nighttime as well?
Not too many, but
Sometimes.
yeah, sometimes. But then
Okay.
what I usually do is I have like a white screen that gives me like front light. That's
Yeah. So my suggestion is don't rely on the uncontrollables. I'll post this, get this, and use it. You can keep it as your standard, right?
yeah,
Because if you're consistent and externally, you'll be consistent internally, meaning your nervous system will actually feel good, not having to actually get dysregulated when there's no when the lighting changes and it like when my when the light comes up, like I'm not in control of that. So my nervous system's off. You want to make sure your nervous system's in control. Okay. Is there anything we can do about that TV over there? Because that thing is really, how many of you, and like just be real, is that's distracting. For me, it's distracting personally.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
Agreed.
okay.
I personally don't mind it because I have one of my own, but that's just me being a hypocrite.
I usually put
Nice.
something on there, which I read in Persuasion. You guys probably know the book. So if you have something like, for example, in that call, you have like a warrior on here, which kind of once like supposed to influence them a little bit.
The TV influences or the words on the TV that you put on there?
No, no, it's just like if you look at the call, you can see like a big warrior on there. That's what I usually do.
Clear. Okay. I actually love that.
Nothing's moving.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
No, not
I love that a lot. I had no idea that you did that. So thank you for sharing. Yeah. Keep doing that. It's solid.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So let's keep moving on. Yimin, if you get a light to light up your face a little bit, that would make you not the background light because the shadow light's good in the back, but like getting I'll send this on my link out. I'm not an affiliate, but the light for your face, to light your face, your beautiful face up. Okay. Yeah.
Wait,
That's
Coach.
step one.
Coach,
Before
quick
you-
question.
Questions? Yes.
Quick one, real quick. I want to make sure we get to the call, but what's the biggest thing, like, say, I could improve on? Because I've been trying to fix things up in advance, but
Yeah.
work in progress.
So if I'm going into how I'm experiencing you
Yeah.
right now, it's what this is. Don't take this. This is feedback. It's not personal.
Right.
Okay. And we're going to get into like feedback. We haven't even gotten there yet. It's a whole way of giving each other feedback. But my experience right now of how I'm experiencing you is lazy,
Mm.
right? Not caring. Like I'm experiencing like you just don't care because you're sideways a little bit. Like it looks disheveled because
Mm.
you're slanted and then there's that round thing and then it looks like you're in a basement, maybe you're in a jail cell and like not trusting and like I'm
Right.
kind of yeah. So one, that's what as a prospect I'm experiencing, and I know that you don't take a lot of calls. I know you train teams too, but two, the energy and place that you're in dictates how you feel internally, and how you feel internally shows up on calls. So is your like environment an environment that's open, that's bright, that actually makes you feel excited every time you go into it?
Yeah. I have a lot of
That's
lights
my
in this
question
room.
for you.
I've just turned a lot of them off because it's like then it gets too bright and it just looks really bad. So the lighting is been the big one. But the
Yeah.
angles, it's just the design of the room. I want to have it more front and center over here. So that's okay, makes sense.
More so, again, there's two parts for prospects,
Hmm.
right? Like when I say lazy, I see you slant. It looks like you're like this. Does anyone else experience that a little bit?
Yeah.
And I
okay.
want you to be here.
Like this.
Yeah. Yes. That alone changes the energy. Like right there. That light in the corner is giving me a little bit like a creepy vibes. So like if you can turn that off, like I've done where it's all black and like I've got like these big bulb lights here, or even just this light. It's better than having these weird backlights. Okay. Yeah.
I have a lamp behind my my laptop.
Wow. Okay. Yemen, how are you experiencing Hamza now, like versus before?
It's very dark now, but
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's like, you know, a dark layer versus like
Uh-huh.
I can see
I
it.
agree, it's better. He is overexposed. It's a lot of white.
Overexposed a little bit. Yeah. That's from the lamp. Yeah.
yeah, I can lower this. There.
Yeah, even better.
Yeah. So position yourself. Like, are you looking at us or are you looking at a screen right now? Like in the training
I'm looking at
today?
you guys from the same monitor.
Okay. Because your body seems like it's slanted. Is there a way to
It
position
is
it? So,
slanted. Yeah, it's
okay.
slanted because my laptop is on the side and that's the main screen, and then my monitor is what I'm pointing at. The front and center
I
one is a
see.
monitor. But the
Okay.
laptop has the camera. So if I move my webcam, then it's like it's over here. I can
Yeah.
yeah, it completely changes the focus of the
I
room.
see. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's been a work in progress.
Yeah.
Open the
So,
feedback.
so Toby, right now I see you like hunched over. I want you to be like here. Like just practice that here with me. Okay. I still see you kind of. I'm experiencing slunched.
For me?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Just be upright. Let me see the man. Yeah, because you're a man. Yeah. Alessandro, can you come closer? Like I don't. I feel like it's Where's Waldo over there. You guys know Where's Waldo?
Where's
Yeah.
Wally?
There's like, where's Wally? Where's he at? Yeah.
It's closer.
I promise you all this matters. Okay. I want you to be able to put your forehead to the camera. That's how close I want you to be. Where you can actually go here, right? And you can,
Okay,
your hands are able to move. So right now I see you right now, like at the angle. Can you make it more so your eyes are right where the camera lens is? Yeah. So here's my little secret. Okay.
I
I
have one of
use
those
this.
actually.
This makes it so if I didn't do that, look how it looks.
Yeah, I
Which
have
is still
one.
pretty good, but
I
it's
should
kind
be
of
like,
like, it's flat, like I'm more chest now, right? I don't have control here. How many of you got one of these? Yeah. How many of you want one of these? Just curious. Okay, I'll send it out. All right. So now I gotta reposition this shit. Yeah, this one I seriously in the last 6 months I've tested like 3 others, cheap ones. There's so much shit on Amazon, and this by far has been the best one, the most stable, and the most consistent.
The same
Yeah.
brand.
No, that's a different one. Yeah, it could work. It could work. There's a reason I like this one, and I'll also put in the new Slack channel, the HQ, like why I like it. And if you guys got other brands that you want to talk about, or hey, what do you think about that one? Like we can chat about it. Okay. It's nice to have
One
control.
more.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Jake.
Yeah, just quick question. I wonder what everyone else does, but sometimes on calls, I find myself looking at the camera versus looking at the person. My mind, I don't know, has anyone experienced that before? Where you find yourself continuously looking at the camera, but not the person?
Sometimes in meetings. But
Yeah. Is that
Yeah.
something that you see? Is that something that is like, what's your experience there, Patrick? Coach?
Yeah.
Is that even something I should worry about?
Well, you
Not
brought
really.
it up. Do you worry about it?
Oh, it's annoying because I don't want to look at a camera. I'd rather look at the person. But then where's my eyes
Yeah.
right now? Because I can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm looking at you on the screen at the moment.
Yeah.
You can't tell. I can't tell you're looking
Oh,
at.
oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at the camera.
I'm looking at the camera now.
There's a
Look at the
difference.
screen.
There's a bit of a difference.
Oh, yeah. Maybe do it when you're more serious or want to challenge them. I don't know.
So if it gets in the way of you being present, then just click on hide self view. It's going to be weird at first. Have you done that before, Jake?
Never.
Like I don't even know where I went.
I don't have my cell phone ever. I get distracted.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah. So your target, your goal, your mission right now is to turn it off right now. So turn it off right now. I just turned mine off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours off?
Yeah. But that's just taking me off. That's not.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
Perfect.
them now.
I think
It's all
it's
but
about
it's
that
not that I'm
now.
not.
Yeah.
But it's not that I was looking at me. I was looking at the camera.
Ah. So you were looking at the camera. Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
weren't
That's
looking at
probably not that.
you weren't looking at you at all? No?
Oh, probably. Yeah. I probably can say that's happened. Yeah.
All right, fuck it. Just turn it off. Don't turn it back on. Ever.
Yeah.
You, self you.
Oh.
How many of you look at yourself in the camera and it slightly can be distracting on occasion? Be honest.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the looking good mask.
Yeah.
The looking good mask. The way of being your operating is I want to look good, right? And I'm afraid I don't look good, so I have to check myself out, right? So looking good showing up. So all of you right now, turn your camera off, so you can't see yourself. You can actually turn this camera off. No, not like that.
hide
It's
self
actually
view.
the self view. Turn the self view off. Yeah. Turn
Oh,
the self view
yeah.
off.
I
Yeah.
was like,
You do it.
So everyone's off.
self view. Where do I go for
Yeah.
that?
Top
So
right.
click on the three dots
Top. Yeah. Top
and
right corner.
hide self view.
The little line. Click the line.
3 dots more, right? Click the more. Or no, got it.
Three
I got
dots.
it.
Yeah.
I got it. Hide self.
Gian, why do you think it's important to take off the self view? And what becomes available because of that?
Because of the self view, what becomes available is you allowing yourself to get distracted and not active listening to the being hyper aware with the prospects languaging.
Yeah, we just boil it down. It's you get to be present. And when you're present, people feel you. Right? Yeah. Cool. All right. All committed? Yes. And you can, by the way, if I ever say, are you committed? Just because I say, are you committed? Raise your hand. If you're not committed, it's okay. Like speak up. You're all grown ass men. Speak your voice. I'm actually not committed to turning myself view off. I'm like, it doesn't change my world. Like it's your commitment. Okay. Are you all committed? Who is not committed to keeping their self view off forever on Zoom calls?
Forever. I don't know about forever, but
I'm talking on specifically. Thank you.
Sales calls.
Sales calls. On sales calls.
Who is committed to keeping it on, or who is not committed to keeping it on?
Who's
Sorry.
not committed to keeping the self view on, and then
got
creating a practice around that, which is just to turn it off. Good. Okay. Cool. It's the practice. You'll learn to be more connected, and you'll experience it, and you'll start teaching those motherfuckers on the call. Hey, turn your self camera off. I want to connect with you. You might be doing that. You might be saying to a prospect, hey, you know what? I have a suggestion. I want to connect with you more. I want to really see how I can help you. Can you click those 3 dots right there and turn off self view so we can just stay connected with each other? You might fucking teach them this shit. It will happen because you experience it and embody it. Got that? Just layering that back in. All right, let's go.
Approach.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I had a brief interaction.
Share sound is on.
Yeah.
Okay. Sound on? Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Got it. Okay, yeah, usually we have one call before, but okay. Good.
Whoa, just a lot just happened there. Hold on, let's go back.
Hey man, can you hear me?
Yes, hi. Sorry about that time interval.
Yeah, good.
Did he have another call before this, Toby? Or was his first call with you?
Well, he didn't have a call with me. No.
Okay. So he booked from what, ads, or he booked from what exactly?
Yeah, we always have a setup call beforehand, so
You do. Is it a centered call or is it a triage call? Like a 15-minute qualification?
triage qualification call. Yeah.
It is a triage call. Okay.
Well, no, this is a sales call. But
Right, but they go through a qualification 15-minute triage.
yeah, usually, but like he said,
Usually.
no, so I'm super. What happened there?
Okay.
What's up, Matthew?
Got it.
Me too. You had a call with David already, right?
No, not yet. I think I had a brief interaction with him, but that was only via WhatsApp, not a call as of yet.
So I like the way you bring up the person. Obviously, this is a one-off case. We won't beat your balls on that one. But here's how I would frame it instead, right? Because you lose authority when you ask a question and you say, "Hey, you had a call with David, right?" Versus, "Hey, it looks like you had a call with David. You guys spoke about this, right? You want to recap what you spoke about, and maybe you do this later. And this is where you're at? Is that right? Right. So you're recapping the problem, and you're recapping the situation and the pain points. This is where you're at. Did I get anything off, or am I missing anything? All right, that's how I would open it up if from that standpoint. I would also say he told me that X, X, and X. Right. Even though he didn't tell you, you probably put it in the notes. He told me that you are struggling with this pain point 1, struggling with this pain point 2, and you're struggling with this pain point 3. Put them right into the pit. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, Gian.
That would be really helpful for me to actually just learn the languaging on that. How, when you're putting them in the pit, how emotional, like, do you get with like the insert the pain?
Yeah. So there's different levels of pain, which we're going to talk about starting next week. There's actually 3 levels of pain. I don't want to go too deep into that right now, but basically there's surface level pain with the problems that they think they have, right? And then there's a secret level of pain, which is what they're experiencing that they know, but they won't tell you, right? These are like, well, we won't go into detail. And then there's source pain, which is the actual problem that they're unaware of. That's causing all these different levels of pain. So you want to just enter the gate of the pain that's known, that's spoken, which is what was discussed on the call before. If you just drop right into the source pain, which is essentially you lack a system, you lack guidance, you lack the things that your product solves. If you go there, you'd be like, that's bullshit. Like, I don't have that. That's not the problem. That's not the real problem, the real pain.
Yeah.
Right. So you got to
Okay.
go with where they're at and what was said, and then we'll go deeper into like discovery of pain and stuff like that later on these coming weeks. Okay. So just meet them where they are from the information you have for now. But recap it immediately. Do not wait. John said this. He looks like he said X pain point, X pain point, X pain point. Am I off, or am I missing anything? You want to always ask a question to lead immediately.
Oh,
right?
okay. Interesting. Got it. Okay, yeah, usually we have one call before. Okay.
So you just lost all the credibility of the expert. It's like, oh yeah, it's like now you're off internally, and I sense that already.
Good.
I see your eyes going back and
Where are you
forth.
calling from, by the way?
Now I feel frantic. I'm experiencing frantic from you, like,
I'm calling from Manchester.
now he's not going to say that, but his subconscious is 80% responsible for what he's thinking, perceiving, judging, and assuming about you.
Now, so that's probably why the connection isn't great.
Why is it?
So what I would say is if that happens again, notice it, but don't give it any energy, Toby. Don't pay attention to that. Take a breath. If you ever, so you're coming from reaction. I want you to breathe. Rather than reacting of what, even though it's something urgent, notice it by taking a breath. And then respond. So practice, all of you practice breathing before you respond. Because right now, your nervous system is jacked the fuck up. It's not regulated. You're dysregulated. So you're coming from reaction. So to regulate that, it's like, he just told you something. Okay. Notice it, right? This is the shadow coming in. A little bit of a shadow, a little bit of unawareness coming in. Become aware, notice it, and then shift.
Mentions the connection always.
Does that make sense, Toby? Just want to get your hearing on that. Yeah. Is that?
Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay.
I
So
just
take a
saw that-
breath as a practice. Yeah. And I get like these are little nuanced things, but they all make a difference. They all matter. Yeah. Yeah. And it's not that you're wrong for not reacting. Like you're like, what the fuck? Like it's totally fine, but it's what he's experienced you in the reaction. Right. And if this is a pattern that shows up on other reactions in 6 minutes and 19 minutes and 40 minutes, then it's a pattern of dysregulated reaction that he's experiencing of you, right? Versus the grounded, the cool, calm, collected, that when it comes up with a think about it objection, you're coming from a grounded leadership frame, right? Rather than reaction. If that's also where it shows up. I'm not saying it does, just in case it does.
Yeah, much fine. And so the signal is diabolically awful. It's usually 5G, but it's rendered to the standard of 3G. So the crystal clear image probably won't be there all times, but it's good enough to keep up a conversation with.
Okay, cool. So you are in Manchester, right? Cool. Yeah, I'm German by the way, but I'm in Colombia right now.
So when you audit your calls moving forward, I want you to audit your ums and the nonverbal communication. In fact, I'm going to give you an assignment, Toby, this week. Who wants to be my scribe right now? Anybody?
I'll do
Who's
it.
like, all right, Tyler, Toby assignment, audit one of his calls this week. And inside that audit is not anything that he says. In fact, he's gonna press mute the whole fucking time, 20 minutes minimum. 20 minutes minimum. And I want you to audit minute by minute where you notice looking left and right, your body language shift, right? And I want you to notice all these little cues.
In Colombia, Bogota. Yeah.
Actually, you can play it, but just don't pay attention to the words. I want you to audit the verbal cues or the nonverbal cues.
What can I make you book this call yet?
And your tonality as well. Because right now I'm experiencing a high vocal tone, and I want you to start landing everything on a low tone. Why did you book this call? What made you actually book this call in the first place? So land everything on a down tone, right? Which is the cadence, the down tone, because it takes away all your authority because you're in the seeking frame, a people-pleasing seeking frame. You got that? So when you audit the next call, again, don't even worry about the words or the sales framework. Audit also the tonality, and are you coming down on a downward inflection? Which is I know what I'm talking about. This is what we do all the fucking time. We are fucking amazing at what we do. We can fucking help you. We can fucking help you. We can help you. We can help you.
I just wanted to go ahead and do this. He laid out for me.
See how you keep moving your body back and forth, which is a sign of dysregulation, of anxiety, or something's happening. Breathe. Take a breath in between. Notice when you're about to do that, right? Because it gets you out of being present. He can experience that with you. Take a breath and intentionally move yourself with intention. Just become aware. Now you're in level 1 of being unaware. Now you're aware, right? You're moving up that channel, right? By the time you get to level 5, awareness is when you're going to start spotting it in that motherfucker. All your prospects, you're spotting them moving around, right? That's where you get to, right? You'll get to that level of awareness. You'll get there.
And obviously went through the facts of it's not easy, it's hard, etc. And Well, I've known about Rick for a good few years now. I mean, before the pandemic, when he was playing still, and when he was just, I think, going through the motions of being a manager. Is it in Latvia now that he's managing?
Why are we here? Ask him why did you show up today? Get to the fucking point. If he's like, I don't know what he's saying, but I want to understand why did you decide to show up on the second call? You've got to start with we're going to go through this more so next week into the pit peak. Time frame, focus frame. Right? You must set the time frame. We have an hour blocked out. Are you good for the hour? Cool. Why are we here? Why did you show up on the second meeting? Okay, cool. Where are we going? And you have to let him know where we're going, because if you don't tell him where he's going, he's thinking, his analyzer mind is freaking the fuck out. His nervous system is dysregulated. You don't even know it, but it is, because he doesn't know where we're going. Where we're going is, hey, this is where we're at. You booked a call with Joe. I'm here to take care of you. Right? And today we're going to establish this baseline. We're going to go to here. And then by the end, we're going to meet here. So it doesn't even matter what it is. I'm not going to give you that, but that's the framework. So where we're at, this is where we're going toward by the end of 50 minutes. We'll arrive here in this place. Okay, I'm going to stop right there, Toby, because there's a lot. Okay, what's coming up for you? Or what are you taking right now from this so far? We've only been going for a little bit. What are you taking so far for yourself?
No, yeah, it's good. Yeah, I don't think I did an agenda with this guy in the first place, which is not good because it takes away authority. And then yeah, I let him ramble. Would you just like interrupt him, be like, yeah, like, why are you here, brother?
Yes, that was fucking brilliant right there. I trust you right now. Yes.
Okay.
Take ownership and leadership. It's like, hey man, like I love what you're saying. I appreciate it. And use the word and. You should write this down. And acknowledge what they say or interrupt. And I want to make sure we get on track today. And I want to make sure that we land where we need to get to see if I can help you. And I want to make sure that we make it a win by the end of this call. So let me ask you a question. So use the word and by acknowledging what they're saying, and then use the word and go where you want to go. This is how you refocus somebody. Just literally write the word and down, put it on a notepad. Okay, because you guys will remember it. It's like write the word and somewhere. And okay. That will help you.
How did you do the interruption, Patrick? How did you do the interruption if they're starting to go on a tangent? How do you do it without being rude? Is it just I love what you're saying?
Exactly what I just said. Yeah, acknowledge what they're saying in the middle of it. I hear the vacation. Sounds lovely, and I want to make sure we're get back on track. So, can I ask you a question? Ask a question and get permission. Can I support us to get on track? So interrupt with the and by acknowledging something quick. They're in the middle of fucking bullshitting on. Okay, so the framework is here, guys. You guys know I'm in frameworks. The framework is acknowledge what they're saying, very quick snippet, right? Because people train, you can't interrupt people unless it's about what they actually are saying. Yes, that's true. So a snippet. Hey, John, I hear you on the kids. Sounds lovely. And so you do the and, step 2 is and, refocus on where you want them to go, what you want them to focus on. Now, a
By
couple ways you can
permission.
say, yep. And I want us to land where we get to, like, see how I can help you. Focus, that's step 3. Step 4 is now asking the question. Can I ask you a question about that? These are the 4 steps. You got that? So get those 4 steps written down, right? This is like a little mini SOP. Step 1, acknowledge. Step 2, the and, to segue. Step 3 is the refocus on where you want them to go. For them, not for you. I want this to be a win today, right? Don't make it about you. Make it about them. I want to really see how I can help you. Can we go in that direction? Question step 4. Like, can we move that way? Can I ask you a question about that? That's it. So I just said that's like 4 different ways, but it's the same 4 steps. Okay. That helpful? Yeah. Interrupt the fuck out of people. Like wasted time. Like I was looking at someone else's sales call recently, and you all waste time. Get to the point, right? Tyler, I listened to your calls. Get to the point. Boom, 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 boom. You're constantly interrupting with love, rigorous love. You gotta write that down, write that down. Rigorous love. And your ways of being are so crucial here. Hey, right? Hey, yo, hey, whoa. Like, your energy is everything in interruption. So who was it? Toby, was you asked about interruption? I just want to,
Yeah.
Dion, Toby, I want you to role play interruption right now. Let's role play this right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have Gian, you're gonna play the prospect, and you start rambling. What would be something relevant that might be rambling about, Toby? So it's really relevant to your account that actually truly comes up.
Like, yeah, I've been following Rick for like a long time, and like I really like his content and blah blah blah. So yeah,
Rick, his name is Rick. Yeah.
Rick. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, Gian, just start, rambling.
Yeah.
And then Toby, you interrupt him
Yeah.
in the way that they just share. Go ahead. The
Yeah,
best you
Gian,
can.
what kind of made you book this call here today?
Yeah, I've just been following Rick for about a year now. Really love his content. I engage a lot. I've been taking a lot of notes and just really making sure
Yeah, man,
that like, I
I
fully
love
understand.
that you, Gian, I love that you've been following Rick for that long. Like we really appreciate that. And what was that? Refocus? It's like
Correction.
Okay, pause. Toby, I want you to teach me the framework. Go. You got 15 seconds or 30 seconds. Teach me the 4 steps. Go.
first acknowledge what he said.
Yeah.
So you're being like, okay, I hear you. And
Why? Teach why. Tell me what and why. So my analyzer mind can understand the why. Go. Tell me what and why for each of the 4. Yeah.
acknowledge him so he doesn't feel hurt in his ego because you acknowledge what he said, you're listening, and you don't want to basically step on his feet. And then refocus. So basically when it comes to refocus, it's just like
So step 2 is the and, it's the segue.
yeah,
To bridge from what he said to, and step 3 is the refocus.
Yeah. So regarding that, can I ask you a question? Like, what's really holding you back right now?
Yeah, remember the step 3 is the refocus on what you want to refocus on. Right. So it's like, hey, look, I hear you, Gian, talking about that. And you emphasize the and pause. Like, I want to make sure that like you get what you want out of this call.
Okay.
Can we go in that direction? Like, simplify. Okay, Toby, go again. Practice. You got it. Simple. Don't overthink it. Like, you know it, man. You know it. Simple. Okay.
Yeah. Same role play or just like idea?
Yeah, same. Yeah, same. So, Gian, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, Toby. Yeah, I've been following Rick for, almost a year now, and I really love his content.
I love that you've been following us for a while. I want to make sure that like we make the most
Okay,
of
pause. Do it again, but just it's like, hey man, I love what you're saying. You don't have to. You just acknowledge him what he's saying, right? You don't have to say the thing. I love what you're saying, and I want to make sure we get on track here. Can I ask you a question? See how quick it is? Quick, no hesitation. The closure that hesitates, done. So I want you I know you're practicing it. So go again. Don't hesitate. Just go. Whatever comes out, comes out. Trust yourself. Go. Yeah.
Yeah, Toby, it's been a year that I've been following him. I really
and I love, like, I appreciate that as well. But I want to make sure that we make the most of this call.
Pause. You had the button there. Just go. And I want to make sure we're on track. Can I ask you a question? Right? See how fast it is? Go. Gian, go.
Yeah, Toby, I just love Rick. It's been a year since I've been following.
I totally appreciate that. And I just want to make sure we make the most of this call today. So can I ask you a question? Like, what made you book this call here today, Gian?
Yeah. What do you got? What feedback, guys? Solid.
Nice.
Yeah, you did the downward inflection, did very well.
Yeah. The only thing you say is,
Made
and
pace out
you
the
said
end.
you said, and let me ask you a question. Like you had 2 questions and a question. You just refocus. I want to make sure we get on target today. And you ask the question. You don't pre-frame and I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Right. So it's like, hey, Like, why are we here? Why'd you book a call again? Whatever you want to say. It doesn't even fucking matter. It's just using that framework. So one more time, Toby, you got this. Sion?
Yeah, Toby, it's been a year since I've been following Rick. Just really love
Yeah,
this.
man, we appreciate that as well. And yeah, I want to make sure we don't make the most of
Okay,
this.
pause. Do it again. Remove the You got this. Just certainty. And just make up a focus and then ask any random question. It doesn't fucking matter what it is because it's who you're being, not what the fuck you're saying. It doesn't, they're just gonna go with it regardless. Go, Gian.
Yeah, Toby, it's been a year since I've been following Rick. Really
Yeah, man, I
love.
appreciate you following us as well. I just want to make sure that like we make the most out of this call.
Pause, do it again. And, right? Emphasize the and. You got this. Okay. Appreciate you sharing that. And, right? I want to make sure you get what you want here. Right? Tash, I'm going to ask you something. Can we go in that direction? Right? Whatever you want to say. Go again. Gian, go.
Yeah, Toby,
got
it's been
this.
a year that I've been
Yeah, man, I
following.
appreciate that. And I want to make sure that we make the most of this call. So, Gian, what made you book this call here today?
Nice.
Right on.
Fucking leader.
You.
Y'all see the Savage leader?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it. But I don't even see it. I experience it. I close my eyes. I feel it. Okay?
Mm.
It's good shit. So you just gave a gift and a fucking gold to all these other savages here, Toby. So like, we may not get at everyone's calls today, right? We will go to elements of it. But like, this is about extracting this shit and applying it for you. So how does this apply to you, Gian? What just happened here inside your sales gig right now and how you're showing up? How can you apply it?
Well, number one, breathe before I respond.
Yeah.
Down tones, super important. I've been modeling you, coach, on just how impactful your words are and how much presence you have and behind the weight of those words. And most importantly, how to actually interrupt without any pressure, without it feeling awkward, which is step one, acknowledge what they're saying. Love that you're saying that. And just want to make sure we're conscious of time here. Can I support us to get back on track?
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. And I, there's no like word track around it. Notice everything I'm ever going to teach you guys is frames. Frames, 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 frames. Right? You can get anyone get anyone wherever you want to go in frame. In fact, you guys are in like 6 frames of mine right now that I've been seeding on you. This is all strategic seduction. Framing is seduction, and seduction is desire. Desire is how people buy and stay and they retain. Okay. So by you putting the frames on them and then getting to agree to the frames, you're seducing them to an outcome. So yes, Gian, seduction is everything by putting those little bits and frames in. Great. Okay, let's go. Sandra, give me your top 2 takeaways and how you're going to apply it and where.
The taking a breath before responding is huge for me, especially in those like points where it was maybe a curveball came at you. So you can recenter. I can apply that because a lot of doctors try to power frame like right away. And the interesting thing too is interrupting them to get them back on track because they are very much analyzers. The more specific one for me is the time and direction piece, so that they feel certainty in the path ahead and they're not like challenging.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's little awkward moments or silence. They try to take the frame back because they're like they want control. So
Yeah.
that's huge.
Totally. It's interesting because I think it was Toby. There's what I said to you, and there's what you heard me say. I'm going to say that again. This is really powerful. It's really important. There's what I said to you about the focus frame, and there's what you returned back to me, which was completely different than what I said. Means it didn't land. So we're going to do a whole savage sales skill on listening of what you're saying and what they're actually hearing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Tactical empathy, tactical curiosity and tactical listening. Because what I knew you weren't listening. I'm sorry, I knew you didn't hear me because my communication didn't land with you the way I said it. So I don't want to move forward. I don't even want to move forward now till I land that, because Alessandro, you just brought that up again, and that didn't feel. I knew it didn't land for you, Toby, because part of the focus frame is setting the expectation of what to expect over the next hour. Right. And I think you'd said something completely different, Toby. Right. So it didn't land. That means that I didn't confirm it with you. Did you get what I'm saying? So you guys will see a lot. I'm training you and asking, what are you hearing me say? Right. So that you can model these ways of operating with your prospects too. What did you hear me just say? I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. What is it that you're receiving from my words that I just shared with you? Like, there's 100 ways you can communicate that. Right. So let me go back to my point here to land that point. Part of the focus frame, yes, that's important, is the focus on the next hour, the timing, but the focus. Meaning we're here now. I'm going to discover what problems you're experiencing to see if I can actually help you solve them or not. And if I can, then I'll show you exactly how we can solve them, and I'll invite you into my program. And at the end, if there is alignment, I'll ask for a yes or no. Are you cool with that? Right? You can go to the directness of it, or you can just say, I'll invite you if it makes sense, if there's full alignment. That's where we're landing at the end of the call. Right? They want to know where you're landing. Analyzers, doctors, they want to know how long it's going to be, where we're landing. Okay? We're landing to alignment. We're landing to win. And if we can align to a win together, then we're gonna fucking get you in this program and dominate you to XYZ. You got that? A little bit deeper? Okay. Questions on that? Without going deep? Good. Okay. Yemen, what are you taking from this that you can apply specifically?
They want to know
For
where
yourself?
we're landing, right? So they want to have clear expectations of what they can expect. Then, ultimately they feel like they can I guess they can feel safe about, like, okay, I can expect to see this.
Mapacho, because that was beautiful. You just said something powerful, is you make them feel safe. If they feel unsafe in any way, then their nervous system's jacked up and they lose lack of trust. So you want them to make them feel safe by letting them know where you're going. So most people think, oh, I can't do that. No, you need to do that. No, I just need to have a conversation and just go like, let me open up with this. Let me open up with this. Like, no, let them know where you're going. You're the fucking leader. Lead the call, right? They don't know where you're going. Yeah. So what else? What else are you taking specifically from the last, 30, 40 minutes or so? Because you're giving everyone else the gold by actually sharing your takeaways that they can apply to. Just so you know.
Well, I guess, this can apply to prospects too, but like sometimes, but when we say something to the prospect and it doesn't land in the way that we intend to, they might interpret it differently. So it can happen with us, but it can happen with the prospect too.
Yeah. The worst thing that I fucking hate is when someone pitching. They're like, makes sense? Does that pillar make sense?
They're gonna say
The
yes.
fuck is that? Makes sense.
Any
You
questions?
just
Guilty.
what? What?
That's me.
Who does that? Raise your hand.
Me.
I
Me.
used to do that. Like when I was learned by sales trainers to do that. Like just go to
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is that?
John Belfort, no?
It's not your fault though, right? Yeah, it's meaning. And my point is that how do you know that lands for them?
Hmm. Would
Is
you
this landing? What if you just ask the question, is this landing for you? Do you feel like this could actually help you? Why do you feel like this pillar can help you? Why do you think it actually can, like, what is it actually would solve for you? How would you feel if we gave this to you? Why skip over the pitch? Why not anchor in the pitch and the deliverables so the value increases by 10x?
Hmm.
I'm not saying to go deep and wide like that for all of them. I'm just saying the shift here for all of you is in the pitch. Stay in the pitch, stay in the pillar, and get them to agree that it's fucking amazing because they said so. And it's going to actually solve a micro problem that they have.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're assuming that they said yes by using the make sense thing, and it's subject to interpretation, just like you said, Yemen. Like you're making up a story that they get it because you said the fucking words make sense. You're making that up. They might not give a shit about it. Be real with me. Do you feel like this is valuable, this piece, or not? Like, I just want to know. Like 1 out of 10. Why do you feel like the guidance is valuable and accountability? Like, what do you think that would do for you personally, knowing that like that would actually support you? Like you've got like a fucking like people to guide you, that got your back. Like, what would that feel for you? Like, what's the dominating feeling that comes up with knowing you'll have support? You don't have to do this on your own. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can go deep in that, or you can, most importantly, I don't want to go too much into training, but when you discover what they need to cross the gap, those are the deliverables you want to hone on. Whatever they tell you they need to cross the gap, their content is now your context to get back. Right? So those are the deeper, I'm just saying, because I don't want you now going deep on the pillars. If it's not the most, like the ones that they want the most, that's going to move them forward, that they said they need to be successful, then go deep on that one or two pillars. Still say the other ones. All right, I'm going to pause right there. There's a lot. Yemen, what's coming up for you?
Well, now I actually have to think. Snap me out of autopilot. That's what's coming up.
I'm going to do that with all of you. I'm going to snap you all out. If I see you're distracted or you're left, you're right. I'm not saying you are. I'm going to go right there to keep you all engaged. Right? So what's coming up right now? Yeah. Hamza, go.
In that moment, and I don't want to get lost in like the whole word tracks bit because it's all about the framework, but would something even more open-ended also serve us in the sense that, do you have any questions about that? Or would you prefer leading like value-based questions like, as you said, like, do you see how X can get you to Y versus, do you have any questions about anything we just talked about so far? Anything you'd like further clarity on? Anything you'd like me to explain a little further?
Yeah.
Just a thought. I was just curious, but
I want someone to go. Think about it, right? When you buy something, like if someone asks you, "Do you have any questions about that?" Is that just an autopilot thing that they do, and you're like, "Fuck, he's doing that." Or like he's just asking me, "Do you have any questions?" And I like, your automatic response is what? No. Keep going. Nope.
Yeah.
Keep going. You see, it's an autopilot. You want to break the autopilot, so they feel and experience what you want them to feel and experience. Otherwise, to me, what's coming up right now in the live is that's an autopilot response. And what do you think? Because I don't know. That's what, from my experience, it's an autopilot response.
I guess for me, in cases where it's worked, it depends on how I ask it. So the tonality of it, like, do you have any questions about what we just talked about? Anything at all? Is anything coming up for you? But yeah, that's a fair perspective. Like, just practically speaking, when people ask that in the real world, that is usually an autopilot customer service question. Yeah.
That's how I look at it, particularly.
Yeah.
It's like I think of I don't know where I was even the other day. It's like a walk in the store, what can I help you with? It's like nothing. Nothing. Like nothing. Like, oh, I'm good. Hands up, I'm good. I think I did that too. It's autopilot, right?
That's right.
You want to sell more, guys. I know you do. Let's make some big fucking commission checks. It's about sitting in the pocket of what you're fucking actually doing and doing less, but doing more because you're with what you're doing. You're with what you're doing.
Okay.
Like I have to unfuck a lot of like things you're doing now to just do less of the doing of being more in what you're doing, if that makes sense.
Can I ask you real quick? You said
Rather
earlier,
than going through a whole script or whatever framework, large framework. Yeah, go ahead, Alessandro.
It relates to the being part. You said ask, or you said something along the lines of, all I heard was what I want them to feel or experience. So are you saying you ask them a question based on what you want them to feel or experience?
Always. You're always creating an experience. Level 4 responsibility, right? I'm the cause and creator of that experience in that person.
Okay.
Remember level 4 responsibility, the responsibility ladder? It means if they respond a certain way, I caused that.
Got it. Being. Okay.
I
That landed.
caused that. That is my fault. So if I'm being passive and they're showing up not saying a lot of words to me because I'm asking surface level questions and being a little passive and being less of a leader, then they're going to show up a certain way, but I'm the responsible for that reaction because I didn't create something inside them. So you're causing something and then you're creating something. So write down the words, I'm always causing something in them and I'm always creating something. So if I'm causing this, what could I create to get a different response? So the first Sabbath skill we're going to go into is embodied influence. Right? We're not going to go through it yet. We're going to start really till first week of June or July. We're going to go deep into this advanced skill to be able to go there energetically, ways of being, like deep with prospects. Okay. So I love that you're bringing that up. Yeah. And I'm going to segue for a quick second. We'll come back to the call reviews because this is something I did want to cover. Okay, these are in the top of the new Slack group, by the way, and they'll be in a new command center, which is like a login. And I just want to show you all since we're in the middle of this. So you see here, you all will get in the Savage HQ here. These are all the channels. They all have a purpose. Yep, lots of channels, but lots of purposes. So we all win. We won't go through that now. Look for a video on that. But I want you to know that one channel with all the resources in it is going to be where we communicate, the main channel we communicate, which is the Savage Inner Circle. You see here the briefings, right? The briefings are here.
Okay.
Training debriefs are here, right? Other stuff is here, and more stuff will be added every day, every week. But just know this is where it's accessible. So if you want to, meaning I want you to constantly go back to this material because you'll get different levels of awareness and understanding. You'll be like, oh, I didn't read that part. That's interesting. Just so your training is this, right? You all invested in the program. So like all your energy and focus and obsessing on the shit that I give you. All in committed. Okay. Because we're all here to make lots of big paychecks. So I'm bringing that up because I'm going back to this. So I don't want to revisit this on every week. I don't. It's there on purpose, but this is important since we haven't talked about it, is always being in level 4 responsibility. I am responsible for everything. So if that prospect didn't show up, I'm responsible for them not showing up. It's my fucking fault. Oh, no. It's but you know, the setter confirmed. Okay. Got it. It's still your fault. They didn't show up. Yeah, you're right. It's not 100% ownership. It's my fucking fault. Because once we get into, and I'm seeding this, but I'm not even doing it on purpose, but we've got to create a seduction asset system so that we have full control over the before, the after the call, everything that happens before and after the call to get them into a high intent to buy when they're on your call. That's a completely different skill set we'll get to. But for now, I want you to focus on being responsible for what you say or don't say. Like you're in ownership of that. Just the awareness right now I want you to have, and we'll get deeper on that. Oh yeah, I'm responsible for them saying no. But like, no, this is my fucking fault. Like something that I said caused them to say no. It's never what you do. It's only what you said or didn't say or who you were being. So just review this again. Okay. Gian, what comes up for you on the responsibility ladder since you brought that up? What about level 4 since I brought that up? Anything that comes up for you right now in this moment?
Yeah, 100% ownership that I am the source. I think the biggest thing is just I'm a man of faith, so like God lives within me and I am God in a way.
Mhm. Yes, you are. You are the source. Yeah, we're the creation of everything. We're God in our own way, 100%. Beautiful. Okay, we are going to shift. Shake it out. I'm going to get up. I'm going to get up. So
Shake it out.
one of the things I like to do to shake out some energy, okay, is I'm only bending the knees and I'm letting. This is how we shake out energy. Ah, and we release and clear shit out. Right. We're going to take a bathroom break. Okay, I'm just about 5 minutes. You got to go reset. But this, I'm not jumping. Okay, I'm just feet on the ground. I'm grounded. I'm just.
Mhm.
This is called shaking it out. When you put a voice to it, it starts to really open up and release. And you start to become more grounded and present. Uh, so we'll take 5. Let's come back at 46 after, and we shall resume.
Nine, nine, nine. Weekends. Oh, wow. Ow. Thank you. Thank you. Platz.
I have something really important as well. So there was intention behind each of you actually submitting your sales call. One, it's self-accountability. Right? It took effort and time. But two, one of the things I wanted to see was how clear are you, and this is for you, but for me to see, how clear are in your pain points of your avatar? And how clear are you on the problems that your actually program solves? Because if you're not fucking crystal clear on those two things, then you're gonna always sell less. Because if you the target, the aim here is if you can communicate the problems and pain points of your prospect better than they can, to the point where they feel like you actually know them more than they do, then the sale is done. I'd be writing this shit down in some way. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't even matter if you have a sales framework. If you can talk about a client's specific pain points and problems better than they can, and stay in that pocket of them. And this is them giving you the context. So again, we're becoming aware, right? So like I wrote this down here, where I saw you write this down, the top 3 pain points, Toby, whereas 2025, they want to go professional in soccer, but feels it's too late. So that's a desire and that's a feeling. It's not an actual pain point. A pain point is saying like they're trapped in a ticking clock and they're terrified it's too late to go pro. They are terrified. They're fucking terrified it's too late to go pro. Imagine opening up a call. I just got off a call with a guy who's terrified it's too late to go pro. You just talked about their objection and you just smashed it. Because the objection also becomes the pain point. Because then there's like different objections inside there, right? They become objections. Oh, it's too late. Oh, it becomes the source of the objection. So talk about it. Bring up the pain point. Either tell a story about it, about another prospect you talk to, right? Because sometimes you just don't want to just say, you have this pain point problem. No, like I just spoke to John and he had this pain point problem. Is that something you're experiencing? One, they trust you because like it's like the doctor. Oh, I just worked on surgery with Joe earlier today. She had this puncturing wound here and she was feeling like X and this has happened. And we nipped it in the bud. Like 2 days later, she had surgery. Like she was perfectly fine. My point is, I want you all to talk about the pains and the problems, but you have to identify them clearly. So the old one was 20 to 25 want to go professional in soccer, but they feel it's too late. That's actually not a pain point. That's a thought. They're thinking it's too late. They're feeling like it's too late. Versus they're terrified. They're too late to go pro. They're terrified is the pain point. It's too late to go pro. Right? They're trapped in the ticking clock. It's ticking. The clock is ticking. There's the metaphor, right? And they're trapped. Do you feel trapped like John, or where are you at? It's leverage. It's a tool. Pain is a tool of leverage. Right? So what I want you to do, Toby, I want you to redo your top 3 pain points. Okay, and submit that into the group as the assignment. I also have your top 3 problems on this offer solves. You had said pro training, remote job, and pro trials. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are not problems that the offer solves. It's important for you to communicate the problem that your offer solves.
So yeah, we say like a lack of training, a lack of financial stability, and a lack of opportunity.
Lack of professional training. What that means, it leaves them unprepared, unscouted, and left behind. Now, hear this framework. Okay, so The top 3 problems that we solve is 1, lack of professional training. And what that means is it leaves them unprepared. It leaves them hanging. It leaves them left behind. Pain point, pain point, pain point. And I say this because you want to get to the point where you're pre-framing everything up front. You're literally saying, like a company that I train, that I manage, I get them to tell them why they're the best before they even ask if they're the best. Here's 3 reasons why we're better than competition. 1, 2, 3. Like, fuck. I trust you. Right? Here's 3 things that we solve that we do better than anyone else on the planet. Can I share them with you? People that struggle with the lack of ability to this, da. Right? And then I add, and what that means for you is this, is the meaning. You put a meaning to it. So I know this is a lot and this is kind of high level, but my point is rewrite the top 3 problems this offer solves. All of you, I'm going to give this assignment to all of you. Fuck it. All of you got this assignment. There'll be an assignments Slack channel. It says assignment drops. Okay. And there'll be a document that says all your assignments for the week, weekly assignments, right? You're only going to get 1 weekly assignment doc a week, and you're going to do things you got to get done. Sales and internal. There's two aspects. All of you, top 3 problems, we're going to put on 1 doc. So everyone's within 1 doc. We're just going to crystallize it. We'll work on it. We'll just keep tightening it up. Top 3 problems offer solves, and the top 3 pain points that your prospect experiences.
They're different?
Big time. Yeah. So like day to day, what are the top 3 pain points that they're experiencing? Right? They're drowning in frustration. They're frustrated and isolated. Right? They're financially drowning. How many of you have ever been financially drowning? Me too.
So is that the problem or is that the pain?
That's the pain.
Yeah.
So the pain words are drowning, strapped, terrified.
Aren't they feelings? Or is pain feeling same thing?
They feel something from that pain point. So if I have my iPad, I generally like to draw shit out. I draw link these things out and show you. I'm not going to do that right now. Like, you guys get it. But you can't communicate this if you're not aware of it. But now you're aware of it. Like level 3, you see how this is all stacking? Now you're aware. Now you're going to do something and put it in the assignments drop, so you start to become proficient with it. You apply it, and then you actually apply it, and eventually you'll be teaching this shit. You'll share with somebody this shit. You're just going to do it. You just will. All right. I'm gonna pause right there. Toby, I'm spending a lot of time on you, and that's okay. Like, this is cool. This is all part of what's supposed to happen today. What's coming up? Let's go with, Jake. What's coming up around the pain points?
I'm struggling to differentiate the 2.
Okay.
And separate it all. And that's just because I guess I haven't trained enough on it or learned, got to the point where I'm able to teach it properly. But yeah, it's good. It's going to be a good assignment for me to do, because it's going to get me clear on. I'm not clear on what the 3 biggest pain points are. I mean, like, when I think about it, I'm like, well, I sell property flipping coaching, so it's a biz op offer, meaning that money, time, freedom is the 3 things that people want. So that where my mind goes, well, the pain would be what they don't have. If they're coming here for more money, it means they don't have the money that they want. Is that the pain, or is it the problem, or is that nothing?
You talk about a lot of different things here. This definitely can be a long conversation, but in short, is they don't have what they want, so they're experiencing. There's a problem that's in the way, and then there's a painful consequence from not solving that problem to get them what they want. They want more money, right? But there's a problem in their way. Something's in their way, causing them to not, right, of what they're doing or not doing. There's a problem. What are you doing or not doing that's causing you not to have that? I'm trying to separate this in a framework. What are you doing
Yeah.
or not doing that's causing you not to be at that North Star?
Mm.
That's going to reveal the problem.
Okay. That'll reveal the problem.
Literally write that shit down. What are you doing or not doing that's causing you not to be there? That creates what? A gap.
Yeah.
Why aren't you there now? Clearly, we'll go deeper in the pocket of this, but this is what you want, North Star. Why aren't you there now? Where are you now? Why aren't you there now? Right? So what I'm hearing is you're trapped in a ticking clock of time. Because you no longer want to waste your time. Because you're terrified. You're terrified it's too late to go pro. Is that am I off on that?
No.
I'm terrified. Are you terrified? I get it. We have 50 people just like you last month that were terrified. Just like you. Then you just need to latch on, guys, to one pain point. You want to know all three, but one. Terrified. They will not let that go the whole fucking call. Terrified. It's like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking terrified. He's like, yeah, terrified. He starts owning that shit. Drowning. You're drowning. You're drowning in your relationship. So I'm eventually I have it, but I'm going to create like a pain doc for y'all. Unless you want it now. Like where it's just like pain, drowning, terrified, all these evoking words. And I learned this from a mentor many, many years ago. Just pain. Do you guys want that doc? If I put it together? All right. Only if you use it. Like you choose the pain words, terrified, right? Drowning, and you'll use them. You'll apply them. Just say them out loud. Just say them out loud. Alexandra, I can't hear you. Say, yeah.
Terrified.
On a sales call. Yeah. Say it on a call. Like I just talked to our client Joe, and he was terrified. He's drowning. He's drowning in debt. You have a financial offer. He's drowning in the stock market. He's fucking drowning. Where are you? Yeah. It gets fun. People buy pain and pleasure. We're going to go deeper on that. So let's move on.
Can I clarify something?
Yeah, clarification.
Coach?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So I see where Viking, I can't remember his name now, Jake. He's saying, so the cause of the problem is the pain?
The pain is created from the problem.
Okay.
Because they don't have desire that they think they really want, but they really don't want it. They think they want it.
Yeah. Got it.
So sell them what they want, because that's what your job is. But you can't sell them what they want until you discover what's in the way. Just like all of you, I got on, sales calls, and I discovered what's in your way.
Yeah.
And I did it not by, you came at service level pain, and I went to source pain. Really what was in the way. All of you. I went right to the source, which is the third level of pain. The source level of pain is you lack the ability to have XYZ, right? Which essentially is the three problems that your offer solves. Not pro training, but no lack of pro training. Lack of pro training. No legitimate path, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Hey, Patrick, I just got to jump out.
You guys got questions? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just got to jump out real quick. I'll be back in about 15.
Okay.
I got a call that needs. I just got a call that needs to be quickly closed, signed, sealed, delivered. I'll be back in 15.
In 15, we're going to do some extremely important stuff. So make sure you come back at 15.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm going to do my best.
Okay.
See you guys.
All right. Gian, question?
Another question, Coach. So my offer is Airbnb coaching. So we help investors invest in Airbnb. Is a problem the lack of strategy on how to pick the gem in the rocks? Like, is that like, and then the pain of that is not having enough money, not having enough time, not having enough passive income.
So you said that all very quickly. My nervous system couldn't handle all that. I want you to slow down.
Sorry.
Did anyone else experience that too, or is it just me?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
I know what he sells, so I didn't.
Yeah.
I sell the same thing, so I totally got it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. It's what I experience, and I want to hear you, right? I truly do. So
That's
say that
powerful.
again. Say that again with more intention and more awareness around what you're saying.
So my question for you, Coach, is help me reassess the baseline of if I'm interpreting what you've just taught us literally a minute ago. I sell Airbnb coaching. The problem in my mind is lack of clarity in the right strategy to get into Airbnb, lack of a step-by-step approach, whereas it causes them to just be an analysis paralysis, and lack of confidence investing the money to create that passive income because they don't have expert help looking over their shoulders. The pain is not having enough passive income, not having enough time where they're trading their time for money. Am I understanding that correctly within my offer?
You're on track. Yeah. You're on track.
Can I take a stab at
Yes.
coaching for pain?
Yes.
Okay. So pain in my mind, Jen, is the emotional result of their problem. Their problem might be they don't have the direction to invest, but their pain is the emotional result of that. They are drowning, they're trading their time for dollars and miserable doing it. They are suffocating by their job. They are terrified that they won't make ends meet. Do I have it, Pat? Coach?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. So that's level two pain. Yeah. I don't want to go into these are great questions. We'll go deeper. I just want to make sure we move on to the next thing here. So we're gonna wrap up the call review stuff. Was this valuable?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, very
What
valid.
makes this valuable is the application of it. Okay. Application is necessary. So what we're going to do as part of the assignment for the week is you're going to have an extraction process where you're going to rewatch this in a very different lens, like a fucking sniper. Now, specifically, you'll rewatch the whole thing. You can fast forward to the training part, which is this part, which is really like maybe 45 minutes to an hour. And you're going to extract your takeaways, right? Because you all probably only absorbed 30%. There was a lot of shit here.
Mhm.
And I want you to align the takeaway to the application. So Tyler knows this because he was in my last program. Takeaway to application. Where the fuck are you going to apply it in your process? Where? Directly line up the takeaway to an action and where. Okay. Any questions on that? Yeah. So I call this extracting the gold. So once I drop this in the replay, you have 72 hours to complete it. Mandatory.
Okay.